Jackson Proskow is following developments for us. Jackson, bring us up to speed.
And Donna, this really came down to the wire, happening just hours before the agreement was set to expire. President Donald Trump announced he will extend the ceasefire now for an unknown period of time. In a post on social media, he wrote, quote, "We have been asked to hold our attack on the country of Iran until such time as their leaders and representatives can come up with a unified proposal. I have therefore directed our military to continue the blockade and in all other respects remain ready and able, and will therefore extend the ceasefire until such time as their proposal is submitted." Now, throughout the day, it became clear that the next round of peace talks in Pakistan was simply not going to happen. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance postponed his trip to the region along with Trump's top envoys, and Iran had simply not decided whether or not they were going to go. Iran's position is that the U.S. blockade of its ports is a violation of the ceasefire, and so as long as it's in place, there's nothing for them to talk about. The American position is that Iran has violated the ceasefire, and President Trump says he's ready to resume bombing if there is no deal reached. Donna?
And Jackson, Iran has been talking tough too and says it has a lot of leverage because of the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. What is Iran signaling tonight?
You know, there are so many unknowns here, including whether Trump's proposal will ultimately be acceptable to Iran, given that Trump did not put any sort of deadline on the length of the pause here. In his post, Trump called the government of Iran, quote, "seriously fractured," and he seemed to be implying that there are different groups making different demands here. In fact, just this morning, he again reiterated that threat to start bombing if Iran did not acquiesce to his demands. And yes, as you point out, none of this solves the more immediate problem of reopening the Strait of Hormuz. Iran still holds all the cards here, the biggest one being that chokehold on global oil supplies. And there's the real risk, Donna, that this flares right back up into open conflict before there's actually any peace agreed to.
All right, Jackson Proskow in Washington, thanks for the update.